Hello once again, and today I'm going to be talking about banger racing. Yes, banger racing, a motorsport theme today. Yes, I'm a big racing fan, and I'm a big Formula One. I like my Formula One, I like my British touring car. I like the majority of most motorsports. Usually, if it involves four wheels, not really interested in motorbike racing. Speedboat racing, all that. It's just mainly all cars and stuff. But my dad, years ago, back in the early 80s when I was a kid, my dad used to take me to Wimbledon Stadium to watch racing. You have like stock cars, not stock cars they do in America, but sort of stocked up and other sorts of forms of racing. And one of them's banger racing. It's the highlight, and it is a good sport. It's a really good sport to watch. Definitely exciting. I have to go and say it's much more exciting than Formula One, but what isn't these days? Don't mean it nastily, but sometimes I even get a bit bored with Formula One, and I'm a big fan of Formula One. Never been to a race, but it's so expensive, and watch it on the telly. So, but this will be. It used to be fun to go and watch. I mean, it's cheap, wasn't that much money back in the day. Well, I can't remember, I didn't pay because I was too young. But I remember it was only probably about 7 or 8. So we're talking about really early 80s here. It used to be so much fun to watch. I think even if you're not into motorsports, it's worth going to watch because, banger racing is definitely the highlight of the night. Watching them, it's basically, as I said, stock car racing mixed with demolition derby. So you're racing around a track, like usually a short oval or something like that. Depending on the track, it can be a paved concrete track or a dirt track, and you've got barriers, protecting the outside, crowds watching the outside. I honestly don't know how it works, like if there's a point system or you just basically have to race round and you've got to finish first. But I just see you just knock out the person in front of you and make them spin round and make them crash out, and it is really good fun because I've just been watching a load of this on YouTube recently while I'm waiting for my videos to upload, or basically if I'm got some free times, if I'm not uploading video. Well, when I'm uploading videos I watch it, but when I'm not making videos of my own, just been watching a load of different banger racing events around Britain, even in Europe. I think it's big in Holland. I think it's Holland. It's very big. It's a good sport. That's why. I don't know if they do it in America though. I know they do demolition derby, but I don't think they do banger racing, like when they race around and smash each other out. That's what is exciting. I'd rather watch that than demolition derby, because that's just so much fun. Demolition derby is still good, but I think once they've done a few races, then the demolition derby starts. That's when everyone just smashes the hell out of each other. Don't have to worry about doing laps around the track. You just smash, crash. Awesome. They don't just do it with cars. This is the beauty of the sport. They just don't use cars. They use vans, different size vans. Sorry, excuse me. I think there's an occasion I saw it. They was using buses. They're banger racing buses. Oh, that's fun. The vans are fun. Even get this. Even on YouTube, I even saw Reliant Robin banger racing. Oh, brilliant. They ain't just like big cars, vans, they use Reliant Robins as well. That is amazing. Just seeing them. They're so easy to roll over. One hit and they roll over. And I think what they do with all sorts, they dampen the track. They don't have it so the cars slide more, so it makes it more exciting. Getting around the corners, as I said, it's just an oval track. Depending on where it is, there's different size oval tracks, as concrete or dirt tracks. even sometimes they have figure of eights. I think they'd do that more in America, but they do it over here as well. But yes, it's really, really exciting. But if anyone out there is a big part of the banger racing scene, I mean, what happens? You know, do you have to race first? Whoever wins the most races? Because I know it's done over heats. I think there's 2 or 3 heats, I think, and whoever wins the first race, I don't know. Because I also know the more experienced drivers start from the back, and the less experienced drivers start from the front. That makes it a little bit, well, it makes it quite exciting actually, because then the more experienced have to come through, knocking out all the other drivers, the less experienced, you know. So that's pretty good. Also, the champion, you know, has something painted on their car, so everyone knows that he's the champion or she's the champion. So they all basically go for them, but also know they have teams. Like, I know there was years ago someone down my road, this road, used to have banger racing cars outside his house, and it was something squad. And that's a famous banger race. If you're in the banger racing scene, yeah, you probably know what the squad is. Surrey Street Squad, the Suicide Squad, something like that. So it's like a group these teams, and they just gun for, well, everyone. They work as a team. But yeah, it's still exciting racing. Definitely the most exciting racing I've ever seen. As I say, it's better than Formula 1. So what, you know, people are going to argue, oh, Formula 1's the best. Yeah, it is the best of, you know, you've got to be the best racing driver. Yeah, of course it is, but I'm not talking about, I'm talking it as a spectator point of view to watch. It's more, I find it much more exciting to watch banger racing. It is just fun, you know, it's just cars just smashing the hell out of each other, going around the track, and that is really good fun to watch. It's not like watching a race, oh look, the car's off here, is anything going on? Oh, I might as well take 5 minutes until something happens. But there's always something going on in banger race, you know. You blink and you're going to miss a lot of action. It is great, it is good to watch, but but no, if someone's out there knows the rules, just, you know, tell me what the rules are, so I get a good idea what's going on. Is there a point system involved? How do you get to be banger racing world champions? You just have to win the most races out of a season, and then you do your demolition derby, whoever survives that. Or it's just a way to smash up and finish off the cars at the end. It's an exciting sport, because you always see at the end they just plough into other cars. You know, I don't know why they do this. What is the reason why they just, you know, the car, they just crash into each other right at the end? It's not demolition derby. I don't think they just, you know, they know it's going to disable the car. You know it's going to fuck the car right up when you just smash into another car. Then they just pile into each other. That's just something. Is it because if you disable a car you get a point, or I don't know? That's what I'm trying to get. Or do you just feel like, you know, I've had enough racing, or you know your car's about to die, then you think, fuck it, I'm just going to smash into the first thing I see in this car, and it just crumples up all the back. So, you know, that car in front's going to be pretty much disabled, and sometimes you take a risk yourself because you could puncture the radiator, or you get caught and get stuck, and then another car piles and they just keep piling up. I don't know, how does it work? Someone out there can tell me how it works, because I ain't got a clue. But it's still, I don't care, it's still fun to watch, and you know, it's good. I enjoy it. I do enjoy it while I'm waiting for my videos to upload, and nothing better. I remember years ago, who remembers, if you're old like me, World of Sport on the telly? It used to be on ITV, and Dickie Davis used to host it, or present it rather. Dickie Davis on World of Sport, and they used to show many different sporting events that you wouldn't get to see on telly, and one of them, they used to show stock car racing and banger racing. They used to show that on TV. You don't get that no more. You know, all these channels available we got, and they don't want to show nothing like that. You know, I think if they showed like old banger racing like that, I think people would be interested because it's a fun sport. But then again, then you've got to take the cameras. But they used to do it. I know they used to do it. They used to take cameras to Wimbledon Stadium because I used to see some of these on the TV. So it is possible. Well, people with their mobile phones these days, it's good quality. You know what I've seen. I mean, you can see it's like someone was there actually filming it with a real camera. Because you know, because you're on an oval track and you can see basically everything. It's brilliant. You can see through the. I think because you're standing behind fencing, so you sometimes see the fencing, but it's so clear, you don't really notice it. Yeah. So any banger racing excuse me, banger racing enthusiasts out there, please tell me the rules because I'm curious to know. Anyway, I'm going to end this video now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.